Len Green is founder and chairman of the Green Group, and he has had a long and distinguished career as an entrepreneur. He's been recognized nationally as a tax expert and a family business consultant. Len is co author of the best selling book, The Entrepreneur's Playbook. Len prides himself on being a trusted business advisor to highly successful people who need more than just a bean counter. Len has extensive experience as an owner, advisor, and investor in many diverse businesses, including, but not limited to, a pet food company, a thoroughbred horse breeding and racing operation, a professional sports team, a commercial real estate management corporation, and startup entrepreneurial companies. Len, we've just become fast friends. We've had a couple of conversations. You look like you're taking it easy out there. How's life? How's it going?
Oh, it's really changed, from somebody who used to travel 3 hours a day, okay, and had four people helping him in the office, answering telephones and typing and all the other things that go into it, to staying at home for the last 3 months. It's been quite a change,
Hmm.
but it's been wonderful in the sense that it's given me time to step back, all that travel time, all that time that I had meetings in the conference rooms, and that's all gone right
Yeah.
now. And that's given me new time to think and do things. And I really think that this crisis creates all kinds of opportunities.
Hmm.
So I'm not happy that so many people are sick or dying,
Hmm.
etc. But I think every once in a while it's great for an entrepreneur to step back out of the rat race and say, can we do things differently?
Right.
And
And
that's
so,
what this has done.
this is generally you're saying it's a good time to be an entrepreneur.
It's a great time. Crises, if you look back over life, Dave, crises produce the greatest amount of innovation. And it's happened over and over and over again. Now, I used to hear about it, but who has time for that? Okay.
Right.
But
Right.
again, when you think about the success that I've enjoyed, it's not that I'm smarter or faster or quicker. I've been exposed to people who have ideas. Teaching is a great thing,
Hmm.
okay, because the students come up with ideas. Now,
Hmm.
most of them are just ideas. You can't
Right.
make business,
Right.
but a lot of them, they've spotted the fact that there's a need for something.
Right.
And when you spot there's a need for something, and then you can find people around you who have answers to it. That's all the things, that's what you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. And just next question I have, because of your deep experience in both being an entrepreneur and helping entrepreneurs, can you give us a couple tips on people who might be contemplating a move to independence, maybe leaving a corporate job, or newly unemployed that are thinking about testing the water?
It's amazing when you look back on successful companies, how many of them were formed by employees who brought the idea to their management, and management said, nah, you'll never be able to do it. Who ever heard of a guy named Walmart?
Right.
Okay. He said, hey, let's put stores outside of the big cities. Nah, it'll never work. It works
Right.
over and over again. A person who was an employee for a flower company said, "Hey, why don't we try to sell flowers online? It'll never work."
Hmm.
So they started one company, One Flowers.
Sure.
Uh, a Two people were working together in a company, and they went out to the West Coast, and they saw that vendors were selling food on the street,
Hmm.
healthy food. So they said, gee whiz, we live in Boston. Okay, let's do that same thing. So they came back to Boston, and they started having a cart with fresh wraps, and they
Hmm.
saw the lines were there, but the
Right.
people were leaving the lines, okay, because they didn't want to stay there.
Right.
So they started taking the bread from the wraps and baked it until they made chips out of it. And then they started handing the chips out.
Hmm.
Then they started selling the chips.
Right.
And suddenly Stacy's chips became a board.
Right. Right.
These
Right.
were all employees
Right.
of companies who decided to go out and start something themselves. Famous Amos. I mean, they're just endless amount of people. Okay. I was working for my accounting firm. Okay. Deloitte Touche. one of the great ones. And I had this idea of something. Okay. And they said, no, you're going to work 100 hours a
Right.
week here.
Right.
Well, you know what? You left.
Right.
And amazing, Dave. I left, came home and told my wife that I quit my job and I was giving up my partnership.
Hmm.
And she said, well, that's great because I'm pregnant and I can't keep paying rent. So we're sitting there, both of us are unemployed.
Good going.
Yeah, but motivation.
Right.
Okay, when you
Yeah.
do that, you suddenly are doing something else, kind
Sure.
of thing.
Good.
And hey, let's go back to Blue Buffalo for a second. Okay, we're employed, and the company that my partner was with, okay, was making the junk food, okay, but unfortunately his dog died of cancer.
Mm.
So we said, hey, you know what? Let's start a dog food, cat food company that has no byproducts, 100% pure. Well, it's crazy,
Yeah, and that's
and
and that's
yet,
and that's Blue Buffalo, right?
yeah. But when you see that there's a need for it and there's a passion for it, you can do anything
Yeah.
you want.
And
Now
my
you need some experience.
sure. And my final question, just to wrap up here, Len, what lessons have we learned, kind of during this whole mess? What lessons have we learned that we must not forget?
It really is the old myths of what you can do and can't do. Do I have to have a location in New York on a main street and be paying all kinds of money, or can I work out of my house? Kind of thing. Can employees work out of their house? Oh no, they work out of the house. We can't watch them. We can't. You know what? They're more productive. Okay,
Exactly.
flex hours are there. Do we need a private room for each person in an office space? No. Do we need? I have a law firm, okay, that has 3 floors, okay, and 15, okay, different
Hmm.
conference rooms. They don't need it anymore.
Right. Right.
They're really, really finding flex hours really work.
Right. Right. Okay.
That's what the lessons are learned.
Sure.
And probably the most important one that's happening right now is usually when young people come out, okay, they have to work 10 years or
Mm.
something for a big company before they can be listened to. Now, we need what these young people have. We need
Right.
what you have, Dave, this ability to be able to use podcasts and
Right.
do things more effectively.
Sure.
They didn't teach that to me.
Right.
We need those things. So the whole value system has changed.
Great.
Supply chains have
Right.
changed.
Great.
I mean, I think it's great opportunity.
All
It
right.
really, really is.
Len, I appreciate the time you've taken here today. I look forward to future conversations with you.
Thank you, sir.